Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and trying out the Bellavena Magic Tip Gel Kit. I have used this in a previous video. I loved it so much where I wanted to go ahead and share it with you guys again for any new subscribers, and also just to try it again because I love it so much. I will also be creating my second to last Halloween nail set, so make sure you stick around. Looking at the back of the box, it shows the instructions, warning, everything like that. You can go back to pause to read that if you'd like, but I'm just quickly going to go ahead and unbox everything. The first thing we get is the 4-in-1 base gel, which is my absolute favorite. I love this so much. It has such a good thick consistency, but it's not like super thick. I don't know. I just really love that product. We also get a small pink hand file. We have some AB flat back rhinestones in a mix of different sizes, and it also is a good size bag too, so you get a good amount. The next item are the actual nail tips, and just so everyone is aware, these are gel nail tips instead of them being plastic, which when you are looking for a Gel X dupe or wanting to do Gel X nails, it is best to look for nail tips that are gel instead of being plastic. That way they will last a lot longer. You do get sizes 0 from 10, so 11 different sizes, and I did just want to go ahead and show the nail tip. It is a long coffin, and honestly, these are some of my favorite nail tips, even though they are shorter. Recently, I've been loving these shorter length nails. They are very nice around the nail bed area, a little more flimsy, and will make it look cleaner on your nail, and then a little stiffer towards the tip of the nail. The next item is the UV LED nail lamp, which is a very powerful one. I believe it's 16 or 18 watts. It shows on the box here. I think it says 16. But this is a very powerful nail lamp, and it cures so good. It is for curing on the nail tips. You can also use it as flash cures, or you can do a full cure underneath this nail lamp as well. I will of course be using this once we go ahead and go to apply the nail tips. One thing I also do like about it is it actually has a on and off button, so you are able to turn the light on and turn the light off whenever you want to. We have the power cord where you just plug into the back, and then you also plug the USB into a block or a USB wall outlet. And then of course the last item is the user manual with the instructions and some Q&A, and also helpful tips and their core values. So off camera, I did go ahead and already size out my nail tips, and to see if the nail tip fits you, you will want it to fit from sidewall to sidewall and nicely around your cuticle without needing to push down the nail. For my thumbnail, it did fit perfectly, but for my index finger, the cuticle area was a little bit wonky and a little bit not perfect for my cuticle. So to help fix that and to help your nails look a lot nicer in the end, go ahead and take a hand file and just gently and do a small amount of filing at a time until you can get it to look really clean and good around your cuticle. Of course, everybody's nails are different, so that step is pretty important if you do want it to have and look like they're nails made for you. So let's go ahead and do some nail prep. I'm going to start off with my cuticle pusher and push back my cuticles. This is sped up, keep that in mind. I am doing it very gently and just removing any dead cuticle from my nail plate. I am then going to go in with my Bellavena Professional E-File with a cuticle ball bit, and I am going to be cleaning up any dead cuticle. I personally don't really like to clip my cuticles since I am a DIYer and not really a professional. I kind of just get scared on not knowing the proper way to do it, so I kind of avoid it at all costs. So that is one reason why I do really love this cuticle ball bit, because it is safe to go on your skin and it really does help clean up any cuticle on your nail plate or any cuticle on your skin. I do keep my e-file at a very low speed of around 4,000 RPM, and it does not hurt me at all. Even if it gets on my skin, it doesn't cut me or I do not feel any burning. You do just want to keep in mind that you want to keep a light hand when you are filing so you do not damage your natural nails. After that, I am now taking a buffer and I am going to be buffing the shine from the nails. This is a very important step if you want your nails to last, because you want to create that buffed surface instead of having like a shiny surface. This step is optional, but definitely recommended if you want your nails to last as long as possible, is to take a protein bond. Using this will dehydrate your natural nails and remove your oils. I went ahead and applied a layer of that to all nails, let that air dry, and now I'm going in with my adhesive primer, which will help to better adhere your nail tips, again, causing no lifting and making your manicures last for as long as possible. That was also an air dry product, so I went ahead and let that dry, and now I'm going in with my Bellavena base coat. This base coat is included in all of their polygel kits. My favorite one will be linked down below. I went ahead and applied that. I then cured for 30 seconds in the nail lamp. And of course, I also applied a peel off base coat off camera because I will not be keeping these nails on. But if you want your nails to last, just skip the peel off base coat step. After we now have our nails prepped, we are going to go in and apply our nail tips. So to apply the nail tips, I just took the 4-in-1 base gel and applied that to the nail tip. I like to apply it where I estimate the natural nail is going to be, and then I do put a smaller glob near the cuticle area. That way the product has enough to fill my entire nail. That is my favorite way of doing it. I then slowly lower it down onto my natural nail, watching that product fill up my nail, which is a very satisfying process. Once I have no air bubbles and the product has gone over my entire nail, I will go ahead and hold it under the UV LED nail lamp for a couple of seconds to make sure it has a cure. I then continue that with the rest of the nails, and then I will cure in my larger nail lamp for 30 seconds to make sure all of the nails are fully cured. I then like to go in with some filing. I am going to only be showing one nail for this because it is very simple and basic. I took a hand file to remove the little like edge on the free edge of the nail. And then I'm going in with my e-file again and the cuticle ball bit. I love this e-file. I love the cuticle ball bit. I went ahead and took that to clean up any spillage around the cuticle and also seal in the nails. Doing that is not very important, but it can help your nails look a lot better in the end. And then I will be taking my buffer to buff the shine from the nail tip, which is a very important step because whatever you're going to be applying to these nail tips, you want it to be able to last and stick to the nail tip. So that is a very important step. I then went ahead and repeated that to all the other nails and brushed away any of the dust. And now we are ready for our dip powder application. The shade I'll be using today is OT12 Azula, and it is a very pretty blue glitter dip powder. I love this color so much. It is from Double Dip Nails Halloween collection. They did send all of the colors over to me for my birthday gift, and I absolutely loved it, but with the month of October being absolutely crazy for me, I didn't even get a chance to use it until now. So I did decide to use this color because it was my absolute favorite. And I'm also going to be using the dip base in today's video and this little tray. That way I can be sure to pick up all of the glitter pieces on my nail and have a nice full coverage glitter nail. So all of the nails are going to be the exact same thing. I wanted to keep it simple, and I wanted to do a simple Gel X set using this awesome Gel X dupe, but also doing like a dip powder manicure at home. So kind of keeping it beginner friendly, easy for me, and trying to get a few more Halloween nail sets in before the ending of October. I really cannot believe how fast this month has gone by. I wanted to do so many more Halloween nail sets and I just don't have the time. But there is always next year. Like I said, this was a very basic and beginner friendly nail nail set, and it absolutely was a very easy nail set for me. As you can see, I am just taking that dip base and covering the entire full cover nail tip. If you've watched my other dip powder videos, then you probably already know this, but because I am using full cover nail tips, I don't have to worry about building an apex or a structure for the nails because the full cover nail tip already gives me a good apex and a good structure and shape for the nails. I really only have to worry about applying the color to the nail, and that is why I love using full cover nail tips and dip powder. It makes things so easy and it's just so quick. So I am using that dip base, applying it to the entire nail, and then I'm just going ahead and dipping straight into that glitter dip powder. I personally prefer dipping this way when I'm using glitter just because it really helps pick up all of those glitter pieces. After I had the first coat on all of the nails, I did go ahead and let that dry a little bit. Once it was dry, I went ahead and took my dust brush, as you just saw, and brushed away any remaining dust and dip powder. That is a very important step before you move along to your second coats and using your other activator and dip base, because you can gunk up your dip liquids and it will ruin them. So be sure you are brushing off your nails and removing any excess dip powder before going in with your second coat. As you can see, I am going in with my second coat of dip powder, just repeating this same exact thing, applying that dip base and then dipping it into the dip powder. I also like to go ahead and press down the nails and kind of like keep their shape by pressing in on the sides just to make sure the glitter isn't bulking up the nails or sticking out on the nails. You also saw me go in with a wooden stick to clean up around the cuticle, giving a very good cuticle finish. I took my fluffy dust brush to remove the dust, and to further remove the dust, I did take a stiffer dust brush. I'm now going in with my clear base, and I just had to show that Halloween cupcake liner. I got these like beginning October, and I thought they would be perfect to use for like my October dip powder manicures, and I feel like this is like only the first or second time I'm using them. It's so sad. October just went by so fast for me. But anyways, I am just clear capping the nail. I did only leave one nail in for this because it is very basic. I'm just applying a layer of clear dip powder over top of the nail to seal in all of the glitter. This is a very important step because if you just go right in and file on top of your glitter, you will file away your glitter and it will just make the nail look very weird. So make sure you are clear capping your glitter nails. Once all of the nails were clear capped and dried, I'm now going in with my activator and applying a very generous coat of this to all of the nails to make sure they harden. I let that sit for around 2 to 5 minutes for it to completely dry and soak into the dip powder layers. And now I'm going in with very minimal filing. I'm taking a hand file to file the shape, the free edge around the cuticle. And if it is bulky, I'm just going in to debulk the nail. But really, when you are keeping a clean application and also doing what I did, kind of like tapping the nail when the dip base is still wet, that really helps with keeping your nails look nice and not having them bulky. After filing, I did go ahead and buff the nail, and then I repeated that to all of the other nails. I'm now just going in with my second layer of activator, a very important step because you have just buffed and filed. You do want to make sure that you apply that second coat of activator just to make sure your dip powder nails are completely hardened up. I'm now going to be going in with some nail art. I am going to be trying to do like these skeleton bones. I saw Vanity Val do this for her like promo pictures for the Your Nail Lab box, and ever since I saw her promo pictures for that, I was like, I need to do this nail set for the month of October. It looks so good. I love it so much. And honestly, I'm just now getting around to it. I cannot believe that I have not done this yet. I was so sad. I wanted to do it on longer nails and kind of give it a little bit something more. But I do still really like how this turned out, even though this nail art was a struggle for me. I don't know why it was so hard for me to draw them. I also didn't think they turned out the best, and I'm thinking the reason why I thought that was because it was on shorter nails and I didn't get to make the bones as long as I wanted them to be. I'm thinking that's all it was, but this was a process for me. I definitely needed to keep wiping off my design and retrying. Well, on the index finger. On the index finger, I had to keep wiping off my design and trying over and over again. But once I moved along to the other nails, I think once I hit my ring finger, I had it down and knew how to make them actually look like bones. But for my index finger and my middle finger, they were a struggle for me. It was very, very difficult. But I'm just using a white gel liner from Bellavena and also a dotting tool to draw on the bones. Once I have the bones on and I like how it looks, I am not going to be curing. I'm first going to be pouring over a fine white glitter. And also, real quick, as you can see, I changed it up because I did not like what I had on the nail. And then I had already cut the camera, so I went ahead and did this nail off camera basically, just to kind of touch it up and make it look cleaner, get it to really how I wanted it, see if I could really do the nail. And then I did go ahead and pour the glitter and cured for a full 60-second cure. And then I realized that I did not apply my top coat first. So for the first nail, I kept looking at it and I was like, should I just redo this? Should I redo it? But it was already late and I'm already feeling like I'm rushed and late because it's the end of October. So I just went ahead, kept it how it was. It did not look the best. I went ahead and applied the top coat to the other nails. I also applied my top coat to my index nail, just with a line brush to make sure I didn't get it on the glitter. And I cured that, and now I'm moving on to the next nails. Because I have been talking throughout this entire video, I'm going to go ahead and let the rest of the nail art play out. I do want to mention though that I will be linking the products that I did use today down below in the description box. I also wanted to say that I have a discount code for double dip nails or Bellavena products, and that code is Brandy20, and you will be able to save 20% off your purchase. Before I go, I just want to say that if you have not yet subscribed and you're still watching, please make sure you do so. It really helps me out a lot. Also, give the video a like if you're enjoying, and if you're feeling generous, leave a comment below. After I was finished with all of the nail art, I'm now going to be applying my Double Dip Nails cuticle oil to nourish my cuticles, and of course, like I always say, top off the nail set. This is one of my favorite cuticle oils. It smells so good and leaves me feeling very nourished. And here are the final result of the nails. I don't absolutely love this nail set. It is not my favorite nail set and really wasn't what I was expecting for it to be like looking like, but I do really love the dip powder color. I will probably be using this color for winter even though it was a Halloween shade. This looks so stunning. Leave a skull emoji in the comment section if you have watched until the end of the video, but as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.